Hey guys, this is Gaijin Hunter. If you're like me, I am hyped for Fatalis to come to Iceborne. I wanted to show you guys off the intro scenes from the previous two entries in which the monster appeared, just because it's interesting to see how much of an upgrade they really gave the monster and the map Castle Schrade. This is footage from Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. It's basically the same map and cutscene from Monster Hunter 1, the first game. It's really not even the castle, it's just the courtyard as they call it. It's this big, wide outside area that's away from the castle, which is like a big arena for you to fight the monster in. Without going too deep into lore, this does take place in the old world on the main continent of the past games. It's basically like Lords of the Ring. We have this like castle in the middle. 1,000 years ago, something crazy happened, this monster destroyed everybody, and you've got a west side and an east side, and no one travels in the middle because this thing might appear. It's really that simple. So it's an area of myth and legend where you get to fight the biggest monster of the game. And here's the cinematic from the 4th generation games. This is Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. They really added a huge cinematic flair here, and you've noticed now we're actually in part of the castle. So the map is called Castle Schrade. This is not the map that we see in Iceborne though. This appears to be on the eastern side of the castle, which is the colder part, just getting that Arctic air from above, so we get this nice blue sort of tone. Very different from the courtyard of the previous game. I love how the trailer for Iceborne sort of takes some hints from the camera cuts here and sort of pays homage to this cutscene. And now, of course, the trailer for Iceborne.
Hunters, your attention.
So what we're up against isn't a monster. It's actually history.
Weapons from its last stand are still on site.
They knew the stakes and battled hard, but were ultimately outmatched.
It's the Commission! They're finally here!
We'll buy everyone some time to escape!
Hang on. No way!
I get goosebumps every time I see that. Now if you notice, this is a brand new part of Castle Schrade. This looks a little more decorative on the side of the castle than that sort of map that we saw in the 4th generation. So I don't know if this is the front gate, the south gate, or what, but this is actually a more bona fide part of the castle. So it's very interesting to see, and it's not a remaster of previous maps. I just love the red sky though. It's a real call out to the very first encounter in the series against a monster, and is a stark contrast to what we saw in 4th generation. Here's me just looking around. You can see the town in the back. That's probably Revel, which is in the lore books. It says it's just like a really cold town, so you gotta bring hot drinks. They do lots of trading, and they've got a mountain with a watchtower just in case, I guess, Fatalis comes up. So it's just interesting to see how big this castle must be. I mean, I guess the idea is that this was like the kingdom, so I guess it makes sense that a long time ago it was just massively huge, and Fatalis came and ripped them a new one. If you're curious where this is actually located, here's a work in progress map that I'm making for a lore video down the line, but the new world is there on the left, almost like motifs like America, the new world, and you take the ship across and you go over to the main continent where the previous games have taken place, and you'll see Castle Schrade up there on the upper left. So I'm sure we're going to have some really interesting lore implications. It's the first time we get a bona fide cutscene that even touches on this monster. We got someone from the guild, which is probably Dundorma down below there. So it's going to be really interesting. I'm curious whether or not he's like the Ace Gunner's father, because like the age seems to fit, or what. But it is really cool to see both, obviously, representation and diversity in a game like Monster Hunter, and two, just them going all out for this final monster. I think that is awesome. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this quick little preview video. I don't know what to call it. Just showing you guys off the previous cutscenes with Fatalis. Forgive me if I keep calling it Fatalis, it's just how I've called it for years. And yeah, just 1 month away. Hope you guys are keeping safe, and until next time, happy hunting.